Hi, my name is Brenna Clark, and I will be your instructor for NU 315 Pathophysiologic Concepts for Nursing, otherwise known as pathophysiology. And this short video is just to review some important concepts with you from the syllabus for the fall 2018 semester and also the course schedule. So we will move through those things here momentarily. On the Moodle site, which is where you found this video, there is also a hard copy of the schedule and syllabus for you. I would urge you to pay close attention to the course schedule because all of your upcoming due dates and assignments for each week are going to be listed there for you. So we are just going to begin with the review of the syllabus. Again, not all of the information from the syllabus is going to be reviewed here. I will allow you to review some of that on your own time, but I would strongly encourage you to take the time to do this once you are finished reviewing this video. So NU 315 is worth 3 credit hours. All course activities for this NU 315 will be held online. So there will be recorded lectures for you to watch weekly, along with learning activities that you will submit online each week, and some unit quizzes that will also be submitted online. I would strongly encourage you to keep that course schedule that is posted and that we are going to review close by throughout the semester, because that is going to be your guidelines for what is due when. Like I said previously, my name is Brenna Clark. This is my third year teaching at Millikan University, and this is also my third year teaching this course. I also co-teach pathophysiology at the undergraduate traditional level as well in the classroom. My office is located in Leidy Tabor Science Center, number 305. So you are always welcome to stop by during my office hours, which are listed here for you, or we can set up an appointment if we need to meet outside of those office hours. Most students find it most convenient to just send me an email if they have questions, which is absolutely fine. Some contact information for you is listed there, so my office number and my cell phone number, and then also my email address. Email is going to be your best way to get in touch with me. I'm in and out of my office depending on the day, if I'm in clinical or class. So email is going to be the best way to get a hold of me. But you can always call if you need something urgently. Calling my cell phone there would be the best way to get in touch with me if you do need to speak with me over the phone. Then I did list there at the bottom just some faculty communication guidelines, so just some details as far as how often I am expected to check my email. We expect you to check your email at least once daily. That is our primary way of connecting with you, letting you know if there are any changes to the schedule or if we need anything from you. So please get in that habit of checking your email at least once daily, and I will do the same. So I am skipping over the course description, the expected outcomes for the course. I will let you review those on your own in the syllabus that is posted on Moodle. As far as required resources for this course, there is a textbook, Capriati and Frizzell, that is for you to purchase or rent, whatever you choose to do. I do have a rental copy available in the Staley Library here that you can check out. I think it's for 2 hours at a time. The book cannot leave the library, but if you're having difficulty getting your textbook or you forget it or something like that and you're wanting to work on it, that is available for you in the Staley Library. It is required that you have electronic and internet capabilities. So you need to have the ability to view YouTube videos. That is how my lectures are posted online for you to watch. And you have to be able to use Moodle. Not only are you going to get your assignments off of Moodle, but that is also how you are going to submit your assignments as well. Like I mentioned previously, students are expected to check their email once per day at a minimum. Checking more often is obviously suggested. All assignments are to be turned in via Moodle. So each week as you go through and look at each assignment, there will actually be a place in that assignment for you to upload a Word document for you to submit. Please submit it in a Word document format, not in a PDF file, just because that makes it much more easy for me to give you feedback on those. There is a class schedule with assessments and your due dates posted on Moodle. We are going to review that here momentarily as well. Again, these assignments and due dates are subject to change, but typically we don't have a need to throughout the semester. As far as teaching methods for this course, as you know, it is online. So primarily we are going to use active learning strategies through those online lectures. And then your assignments are really going to be geared towards helping you to critically think about pathophysiology. So I know you've already passed boards, you're an RN, so we don't need to practice your test taking skills. But my goal more so is to help you critically think and utilize this information that you are gathering in your clinical practice at the bedside. So we will have reading assignments, modules, case studies we use quite frequently, and then those online learning activities as well. So the quizzes that I speak of there are more geared again towards your critical thinking and towards bringing together all of that information that you're learning in this course and as a nurse at the bedside to help you further your practice as a nurse. All right, so some policies here for this course. Full participation in all course activities is expected. You do have to submit every assignment in order to pass the course. Okay, so let's say you're late on an assignment, we're now, a week late on that assignment, you still will have to submit that, even if not done, in order to pass the course. Okay, but I'm sure that won't be an issue. All assignments are due at the time designated by the faculty member, which we'll get to when we talk about the schedule. Late assignments will have 2 points deducted for each day late. So for every 24 hours late, there will be 2 points deducted. And so for most of our assignments, they're only 10 points apiece. So even 1 day late, that already brings you down to an 80% for that assignment. One thing I really want to stress is that if as you're looking through this schedule or as you're moving through this semester, you have something come up, a conflict with the scheduled due date for an assignment, please, please, please notify me and let me know what's going on. Okay, I can't read minds through Wi-Fi telling me that you're having issues or that you're not going to be able to submit something on time. But if you notify me as far in advance as possible, we can work to make an adjustment to the due date that works for you. Okay, requests for an extension should be used sparingly. So this is not something that should be done every week, but I do understand that you are working, you're busy, and that things come up. So if you do foresee an issue as you look over the schedule now or as we move through the semester, please don't hesitate to shoot me an email and we'll see what we can do to make adjustments. All right, so the schedule, syllabus content, expectations, any of that could change, but like I said previously, I don't expect that to happen. If something would change, I will email you as soon as I know, and I will also post it on Moodle as well. So you will see on the Moodle site that there is a place for updates regarding the course. All right, and then a couple other things just to highlight here. All reference materials are to be written in the form as presented in the publication manual of the APA, okay, most recent edition. So any assignment that you turn in, if you are gathering information from some source, so whether that's your textbook, whether that's a journal article online, you need to cite where you retrieved that information from. Okay, it has to be cited or you will get points deducted. While we're speaking about that, on Moodle there is also a rubric for your weekly assignments that I look at as I'm grading to really judge on how well you're critically thinking, pulling things together. I look at grammar, and then I also look at that APA format, so that is where you would be deducted if you are not citing that. So something that's easy to do, just takes a few minutes, but make sure you're getting it in there. All right, and then I do expect you to be competent in your written communication skills. So again, looking at that grammatical and spelling aspect of your written work. So if I receive something that has some major structural or writing issues, I may return that to you, or I may just deduct those points on that rubric that I was just discussing. All All right, so evaluation methods for this course, we use points for your grades this semester. So the entire course is out of 500 possible points that are then divided among several different learning activities. So most frequently you will have weekly online assessments, or what I like to call learning activities. There are 15 of these throughout the semester, and these are 10 points each. Okay, so this section equals up to your 150 points, or 30% of that final 500 points. This includes completion of case studies, completion of online activities and worksheets. You will have 2 online independent learning activities that are posted on Moodle. One is on the genetics module, and then the other is on the musculoskeletal system. So these are independent learning activities, but something that will count towards this. We also look at your overall attention to detail and preparation. And then, like I said previously, that grading rubric with additional details is posted on Moodle. So please take a look at that as you prepare to turn in your first assignments. There are 5 unit quizzes. So these are each worth 40 points each, to give us a total of 200 points over the course of the semester, making up 40% of your final grade. One thing that I would encourage you to do is, as you work through each unit, I would go ahead and pull out these unit quizzes and start working on them as you work. Just because there is quite a bit more work required for these unit quizzes, hence why they're 4 times as many points as just a weekly assignment. But it does take some more time to get through this and to do good work on those unit quizzes. So starting early, working slowly through those is going to be your best bet. All right, and then we have one project this semester. That is the reverse H&P project. The guidelines for this are posted on Moodle, but basically what you are going to be doing for this is creating an H&P. So one thing that you will do is submit to me a topic or a disease process that you would like to develop this H&P around. And then from there, you develop what you would expect to see if a patient presented to an acute care facility with a disease. Okay, so let's say we have a patient that comes in, has a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, but has fallen and broken a hip. Okay, your project is going to be based on that diagnosis of Parkinson's disease. Okay, and you're going to paint that typical picture of what you would expect to see in a patient with Parkinson's disease or with a fractured hip. So be sure that you check out those guidelines that are posted on Moodle. There is actually the first deadline for that coming up rather quickly. And then we will have a final exam that will be due that last week of classes. And so that is worth 100 points. It is again an essay exam, an exam that is going to help you to hopefully critically think through things rather than just selecting multiple choice answers. And this is worth 100 points, so makes up 20% of your final grade. And all of these assignments that I'm referring to are actually already posted on Moodle. They are up so that you can access any one of those assignments, quizzes, or that final exam right now. So if you want to start working ahead and doing that, that's absolutely fine. It's up to you. I will not grade any of these assignments until the week that they're due. So I won't grade them ahead of time, but if you want to go ahead and submit those ahead of time, that is absolutely fine. All right, and then our grading scale is listed here for you. So I'll let you read through that yourself. Just a side note, we will use rounding if it comes close. So if you received an 85.49, that would round down to an 85%. 85.5 or above would round to an 86. So pretty self-explanatory there, and that is again listed in Moodle for you. One thing before we move on to reviewing the schedule, I do just want to draw your attention to the syllabus that is on Moodle. There are segments there on academic integrity, social media policy, disability accommodation policy, so on and so forth. So be sure that you take a look at those as well. All right, so moving on into the schedule for fall semester. I'm sure this is what you're really interested in, is how much work are you going to have to do. So the way that I have this set up is on a week-by-week basis. So on the left-hand side of the schedule, you'll see the week of. So that week starts on Monday is the dates that you will see in that left-hand column. And then the topic and those readings, assignments, and quizzes are what I expect you to work on during that week. Okay. Any assignments listed on that in that right-hand column. So in that first column, you can see activity 1 and 2. Any assignments for that week then are going to be due that Friday at 11:55 p.m. Okay, so just to give an example then, we'll look at week 1. So week 1 starts on August 20th, which is the week that classes start. So on that Monday. So that week, you should be listening to this video if you haven't already. You should be doing the reading assignments for Unit 1, okay, which is over there on the right-hand side. And then you have those 2 assignments. So you have activity 1, which is a get to know me presentation, which is just an easy little PowerPoint about yourself so that I can get to know you and so that your peers can get to know you. And then also activity 2, which will be your first learning activity over fluids, electrolytes, and edema. So those 2 assignments then will be due Friday, August 24th at 11:55 p.m. Okay. Same with the week of August 27th. Okay, we have our topic there. You have your reading. There will be an online recorded lecture for these weeks. And then activity number 3 is going to be due Friday, August 31st. Okay, so as you look through these weeks, if there is no specific date posted, the week is going to start on Monday and your assignments will be due on Friday at 11:55 p.m. Okay, there are some exceptions to this rule as we move throughout the semester. If there is an exception or if there's something that's due other than Friday night of that week at 11:55 p.m., I have highlighted that, put it in red, made it stand out somehow just so that it catches your attention, which is why it's so important to keep an eye on this schedule and make sure that you're getting everything turned in when you need to. So the first kind of abnormality or unique situation here is going to be what's due on September 1st. So this is in regards to that reverse H&P that we just talked about, that project that you are going to do. And what you are able to do with this project is you can actually choose what your topic is. So if you are really interested in an aneurysm, okay, of the brain, you can choose that for your topic. If you are interested in hypothyroidism, you can choose that. So on Moodle, underneath the H&P guidelines, you will see a list of possible topic choices. So go ahead, take a look at that, and as soon as you choose what topic you want, shoot me an email. Needs to be done by September 1st at 5 p.m. And I will let you know, yep, you got this topic, so you can start working on your project. The actual project itself is not going to be due until October, but I thought that having you give me your topic choice this early will then maybe encourage you to start working on this project slowly. Okay, so that's September 1st by 5 p.m. You need to have emailed me that topic. All right, the week of September 3rd and September 10th, pretty self-explanatory. September 11th, we have your first independent learning activity. So there are 2 independent learning activities this semester. This one is going to be over the genetics unit. There is an online lecture and a worksheet that you will need to complete. That will be due on September 11th, which is actually a Tuesday. Okay, so this activity will be due September 11th at 11:55 p.m. All right, weeks of September 17th and September 24th, back to normal, things due on the Friday of each week. All right, same with October 1st, that week, we'll have assignment due that Friday. On the week of October 8th, do just pay attention that there are actually 2 assignments due that Friday. So we have the Unit 3 quiz, and then there's also an ABG worksheet that is posted on Moodle that will be due that Friday as well. Okay, nothing new with the week of October 15th. October 17th, we do have that reverse H&P project due by 11:55 p.m. that night. So again, that's another one that's kind of out of the norm. It's due on a Wednesday evening instead of a Friday evening. Okay, I was trying to spread things out a little bit, not put everything, especially these bigger projects, due on the same days necessarily. All right, the next 4 weeks, again, pretty self-explanatory, moving right along through Unit 4 and then Unit 5. All right, November 19th, I know it's highlighted on here, but there's nothing abnormal with that week, except for the fact that this is the week of Thanksgiving. So instead of your case study being due on the Friday that week like it normally would be, I made this due on Wednesday, November 21st at 11:55 p.m. But with that being said, you will have an assignment due that Friday, and that is your independent learning activity for the musculoskeletal unit. Okay, so that will be due Friday, November 23rd at 11:55 p.m. All right, and then we move into renal and urological to finish out the semester. And you can see the due dates there are going to fall at the end of the week. And then we have finals week, the week of December 10th. And your comprehensive final exam will be due on Tuesday, December 11th, at 11:55 p.m. Okay. So this is just, again, a brief overview of the schedule. If you look through on the Moodle site, all of this is listed out on there along with all of the due dates. So just pay close attention to not only the schedule, but also the Moodle site to be sure that you are staying up on things and no due dates are sneaking up on you. If you have any questions, and again, if you foresee any issues with this tentative schedule, please don't hesitate to let me know and I will see what we can work out. All right, and I look forward to working with you this semester. Again, please don't hesitate to let me know if you have questions or concerns or any issues as we go throughout the semester. Thank you.